G'day, g'day, g'day. It's Thursday, Cultivate Awareness. We're going to reflect on yesterday, elevate language. What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, it means every day we look back to the past, we admire the present, and we look to the future. So past, present, future, context, adaptability, futuristic. But you can align any strength you want to that given day, that given moment, that given week, or you can combine them together. So today, it's Connectedness Day for me. That's a Wednesday. Is it Thursday or is it Wednesday? Well, we need to cultivate our awareness. We do that at 3 levels. So, be more social. Simply say, g'day.
Do you feel like there's never enough time in the day? Are you struggling to switch off from work, the internet, and social media? It's time to reconnect with family, friends, colleagues, and most importantly, yourself. Join the Be More Social Daily Challenge. Just 10 minutes a day to recharge, gain more energy, and enjoy what matters most. Let's begin.
Yeah. So, can you tell where I am? Looks dark. Looks different. We haven't been here for a while, have we? Hey? Isn't that interesting? You've seen that before. Everything comes and goes as we please. Hello, Pip. It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm smiling. I'm generally always smiling. And there's highs and lows and there's ups and downs. It's not until we cultivate our awareness in 3 levels. Here she is jumping around. She's a bit more confident these days, isn't she? She gets in front of the camera and jumps up on my legs and enjoys what's going on and then tucks in behind me and snuggles up behind my back. Is that good? Yeah. She takes care of me. Why? Because she senses things that we don't sense as human beings. She has extra sensory perception. But when one sense heightens, another one drops. How do I know that? Because I won't leave her side unless she's with her mother. And her mother's in Sydney taking care of her mother. She had a couple of heart attacks last week. Yeah, I think it was this day last week. So I haven't seen her for a week. I saw her for less than a day. And she was in Sydney with Pip for a week. And saw our grandkids. Saw Huxley for the first time. Yeah, she leads the way in family. And I lead the way in other ways. It's just, she's not interested in certain things that I do and I see. And I have to allow myself to be me. And I've become aware of that, but I'm a sucker for punishment. So what does that mean? Well, I have my opinion. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people are indifferent. It's okay. As long as people don't tell me I'm wrong. Why? Because it's my belief. It's my awareness. It's my research into everything that I've done in my life that I come to this belief, to this awareness. So I brought what I know I didn't know into my conscious competence. So from my subconscious to my conscious. Now it might be raw because it's new consciousness. It might be very, very empowering, but to others it might be disempowering. So what does that mean? Well, it means that everything I've been doing in life is like a dot point. And my strengths join the dots really, really quickly. Because ideation, it's like fireworks going off in my head. If you don't have ideation in your top 5 or top 10, you probably don't know what that feels like, or looks like, or sounds like. That's okay. I've been living with it pretty much my whole life as a talent and at times as a strength. I know how to manage it and I know how it can overpower me. and I know how I can overpower others. But do I stop being me because other people are hurting? That'd be considerate of others, wouldn't it? And I do that a lot. And I spend 2 hours a day walking the promenade and the beachfront and the Rang River and across the road in a park, normally by myself, with Pip by my side, or wandering through the garden, or wandering ahead, or wandering behind. And I say hello to every person that I walk past or capture a glimpse of. And I share a story, normally the same one, over and over and over again. Why? Because I'm practicing for when I get home and I might have 5 or 10 minutes with my wife. But that's not allowed anymore. She's in a rush to get to a job where she can spend her day with young boys. Yeah, she had a young boy. He's grown up now. She got to see him last week. And he had a young girl. I think he saw her last week, I'm not sure. She sort of cut herself off from me years ago. And same with Nick, because of the way she was brought up. And I decided to fall on the sword in 2009 when I moved to Queensland, because I felt like I was causing pain to Nick's son and daughter, and I couldn't manage how other people interpreted it, or how other people were punishing these kids by tearing Nick's life apart and my life apart and their lives apart. Because people hang on to that sort of stuff forever. How do I know? Because I'm still hanging on to a lot of stuff from my past. That's why context was number 34 up until earlier this year. Because my whole mindset, my whole demeanour, my heart had shifted from Valentine's Day 2025, when I realised I've already won. It didn't matter whether I lost a federal court case where I almost took my own life because a Chinese employer sacked me while I was on mental health leave and admitted it in federal court documents that he knew better. Well, he didn't know better. He doesn't know employee rights law. Neither did my barrister or my lawyer or the federal court system or the insurance companies or the psychiatrists or the psychologists. Because the psychiatrist asked me, "Hey Dan," I don't even think she used that name. She probably didn't even use my name. She probably used my formal name, which I don't like too well. But hey, they think they know better. So she asked me, "Hey, would you like more of these sessions?" I said, "Yeah, bloody oath." I knew in my mind that I'd done a degree in psychological science and things weren't right. And I said, "Yeah, I'll have as many as possible, please." And she went back to the insurance company and said, "No, he's fine. He's got a clean bill of health." So now, 4 months later, people are calling me bipolar. Well, how that's possible when a fully qualified PhD psychiatrist with a ticket, a piece of paper that can charge $300, $400, $500, $1,000 an hour, how can she give me a clean ticket and people then accuse me of having bipolar? Does that mean she's an idiot? Or does that mean she's corrupt? Or does that mean she lied to the insurance company? Or does that mean I'm fine? I feel fine. She thought I was fine. But the general public think they know better. Have they got a PhD? Have they got that ticket? Have I sat down in a private room and delved into my private secrets? Yeah, right here on camera. People tell me I'm nuts. Okay. So put me on the NDIS scheme or do something else. But I'm going to keep going on my life because I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. I'm just a bit tired because I'm charging. Anyway, be more social. Simply say, g'day.
G'day. It's Thursday. Cultivate awareness. We're going to reflect on yesterday. Elevate language. Be more social. Simply say, g'day.